stage Dave Anderson, VP of Product Marketing at Contentsquare, who will unveil the future of digital experience at Contentsquare.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to be here, but I'm also a tiny bit jet lagged, so I recorded this before I left Boston. In today's session, I really want to get you thinking about AI, how quickly we are evolving, and whether we'll have jobs or not by the end of the week. Of course, I'm not actually real. Watch this, I can speak French. Bonjour, je peux aussi le faire en français ou dans n'importe quelle autre langue d'ailleurs. Aucun traducteur n'est nécessaire. L'opportunité est immense, mais est-ce moralement la bonne chose à faire? Okay, cool. The real Dave doesn't have a lot of time this morning, and let's be honest, he is not even close to being as effective as me, so I'd better let him pretend to be interesting. Catch you all soon.
There you go. Good morning, everyone. So that's done by HeyGen. I did that a year ago, and I did it again just clearly on that flight on the way over here, and it's got so much better in the space of a year. Still is a bit weird. I had to slow it down a little bit, but it's actually starting to catch the Australian accent, which is super interesting. Does anyone speak French? Where? How was that?
That was Canadian French.
Canadian French. Okay. So no, you actually can pick Canadian French as one of the dialects, but that was supposed to be French, and so it clearly isn't. So you can't confuse it. I should have done a completely different language. That would have been a much better idea. So I asked ChatGPT to come up with an image of me. Have you guys done this before? So you can create yourself. It's changing pretty rapidly. It's pretty creepy that it's generating a profile of you. I think when you first realized that it does this, you were like, what the hell? And actually, if you do it with Gemini, it's really not very good at all. It can't remember anything. Has a memory of like my 4-year-old. Like it's absolutely diabolical, but this is pretty incredible. So my name's Dave. Apparently I love Peloton, so I love working out. I am going to make you guys do a little bit of activity today. Speaking of which, is anyone feeling mildly ill that we're at Collingwood's training facility? Yeah. Just watch your bags, okay? Just be careful on the way out, okay? If you know, you know, but be careful. I'm going to make you do a little bit of activity. I love Peloton. I love working out. I love music. For those that have seen me present before, I have broken out in a song. Probably won't happen today due to feedback. And apparently I look like the guy off Modern Family in the background, which is super weird. I love customer experience. I am at the end going to really ask you, because I really want to delve into where are we going with AI, and I really want to pick your brains, because we are on the verge of something that is unbelievable. Every week this thing changes. Like Gemini's model that came out last week is absolutely revolutionary. So much is going on, and I'd love for you to participate as part of this presentation. Hopefully Mindy won't talk over me, so we just keep her quiet. But
No problem at all, Dave.
okay,
I'll keep the convo rolling.
No, don't,
No pressure.
please, Mindy.
Quick question before I
Mindy
dive
is
in.
a Superhuman
Is there any
sales rep
specific
from a
pain
company
point
called
across your customer
OneMind.
journey you want to chat
I nearly
about
did a
today?
podcast with her. I actually wanted to meet the proper person that came up with this, but it's now actually they are rolling
At a high
out
level, this is the exact
a
pain we
sales
solve.
rep type
Companies
model.
need to grow, cut
And what's
costs,
interesting in
and
this
do more
is
with
you can
less.
ask it
If you had
anything.
unlimited,
it's trained
always-on
on
sales reps
anything,
who
and
never
I'm telling
forgot a
you,
script
it's
or
way
product
smarter than any
update,
sales rep
how
I've
would
ever
that
met.
change your inbound experience?
So apologies to our sales team.
Here's a quick demo where
no,
our
actually, what it's
Superhuman
doing in
joins
this
a Zoom
particular
call for
example is it's
Databricks.
going to replicate
We're currently
pre-sales. So
evaluating
this is a
platforms,
Databricks
obviously.
example,
Biggest
and the
concern
sales rep
is
throws
really
a
about
question and
making
they're
sure
asking quite
that
intently
something's
about an
scalable. Because right now
AWS
we're on
migration,
AWS and looking
and
to
the
migrate
answer
to
is
Azure.
quite
So,
ridiculous.
Dana, can you ease James' concerns with that, please? Is there anything you'd like to add?
Absolutely, James. Databricks is designed to integrate seamlessly across multiple cloud platforms like AWS and Azure. The great thing is that you won't need to migrate your data into proprietary storage systems, which helps avoid downtime.
So the technology's there. The question is, do you guys feel like you want to engage with a superhuman like that? Like, I really want to understand this, because you're sort of tempted to do it because yes, they're knowledgeable, but is it just a novelty and is it just weird? So like thumbs up if you're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I reckon we should do it. And thumbs down if you're like, nah, if you gave me a superhuman, I would be really disinterested. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Jeepers. All right, that gives me an answer of what I need to not do, which was message our sales team and say we should replace some of our sales team. No, I didn't really do that. Damon, I didn't. Adam, it's okay. Zoom turned up to their quarterly earnings call as an avatar, which is ridiculous. I think. C, it doesn't turn up for work, then what does that mean for everyone else and staff? So I just think that's pretty crazy. And Anthropic CEO said that we're on the verge of having a lot of job losses, and in his case, potentially 20%. Could be more. I just think the point that I'm trying to make, I'm not trying to make you all feel pessimistic, although it feels like it's working. My YouTube channel is pretty full of things at the moment that are making me feel a bit sick, and I think it's my algorithm. I will definitely end this presentation with some optimism, so hang in there. The thing that I really wanted to embark or to share with you is that 85% of the jobs, apparently, by the year 2030, according to Dell, don't exist yet, which means what we're doing today is going to be very, very different to what we do tomorrow and into the future. The only way to get from where you are now to there is to start experimenting, it's to start playing and to start trying. And that's what I tell my team. It's what I tell my kids. I freak out about what my kids are going to do in the future. Where are the graduate jobs going to come from? How are they going to learn how to do all this stuff? And to me, it's like these new technologies I play with every day. They keep changing. Gemini's new model that came out. I went from like, Gemini is terrible, I'm never using it, I just use ChatGPT for everything, and I code with Claude. So that's the third one. And so I'm playing with all these things, and all of a sudden Gemini does a model update, and you go, oh my God. I did an ecosystem report, and it gathered intelligence that's better than any consultancy I've ever seen. You would normally pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for something like this. And actually, when I gave it to people at work, they went, this is too much detail. I needed like an AI to summarize what the AI did. It was that good. But the point is, you need to continue to iterate, and that's also what we're doing. So we've secretly put Sense up on the slide there. Sense is our AI at Contentsquare, and we're accelerating that even further, because if you're going to disrupt anything, why do video? Why do photos? Why do music? Focus on the things that we really need to do, which is extract the information from user journeys and analytics that is a data mine. It should be so easy to do. And it's something that we're really focused on. And you'll hear from Monisha as well coming up about why the data is so important. You've got to collect the right data. There's a particular slide in Monisha's slide deck that you'll see that will probably resonate with you, and you'll remember it for the rest of the day, but I won't give it away. How do you guys feel? I want to feel a little bit active, so I grabbed my avatars for this morning. So I want to know how you're feeling about AI in the future as we go towards 2030. So I want you to put 2 hands up if you're feeling awesome about it. This is great. I'm really looking forward to experimenting. Adam, who's only got one arm, is probably only going to do one arm. One arm if you're fine. I think it's cool. And if you're really freaking out about it, cross your arms. Gee, you're a positive bunch, aren't you? It's incredible. So we're mostly feeling really good. That's great. I guess that's why you're here, to learn, and you're in this industry. There is some really cool stuff that's coming out. I wanted to share with you this particular example, if we make sure the volume's up, because I think it's a little bit light. But this guy that I work with just used Google VO last week to develop a new brand campaign, and I'd worked with him previously, and we worked on brand campaigns that took months to execute, and he works for a charity. And this is the sort of stuff that I absolutely love to see, where charities can really go to market and connect with humans at a level that we weren't able to do previously.
Hello everybody, I'm Joshua Sims, and I'm the founder of the Culture Connection Project. Believe it or not, Dave used to be my boss. He ran marketing, I ran brand and creative, so between the two of us, we know a lot about what it takes to put on a brand campaign, especially when you're working with video. Video's tough. We're talking months and months of work, hundreds of thousands of dollars. It goes into everything from the script, to finding locations, to booking talent, to the actual shoot, to the edit. It's a big, big expense. However, VO3 just came out. After it came out, I had an idea. 10 hours later, I had a brand campaign focused around a video. This technology is revolutionizing the way creatives work, and you guys should stay on top of it because it's pretty amazing. With that, enjoy the video.
Here, in the digital world, human-to-human connection is being replaced with human-to-AI connection.
We're definitely in your comments.
You don't know anything. I hate you.
We really love your content. We're influencing your life.
We're all over your newsfeed.
We're defining your culture trends.
We're showing you exactly what you want to see.
We're curating your identity.
We're making your music. Yeah, I'm not real. None of this is real. This is all AI.
These AI-driven algorithms couldn't be shaping your worldview.
So there's no doubt technology like this, like when you see something like that, like a video that can be produced so quickly, yes, they're going to pop up all over the place, but what does it mean for brand campaigns? What does it mean for products on websites and apps? What does it mean for social media? What does it mean for like my parents that believe absolutely everything? So there's just a lot of questions that get raised. And the question that I come back to also is, I read a report yesterday and it said only 16% of people feel engaged at work in Australia. An ADP report, 16%. I didn't say 60, 16. So if you have 10 people, only 1.6 people are actually engaged in that team. That is an absolutely remarkable number. And you can have all the fear that you like, but I think the only thing that you can do if you're in that team is give people the context, the power, and the ability to experiment and to try new things. Because playing with these tools is actually really empowering and it's kind of exciting. And it's also a little bit scary, but stepping out of your comfort zone is amazing. And we also, Adam was sharing earlier that this inability to extract the insights that we need to deliver experiences that people love, seek, and deserve. Like we've said that 40% of online experiences are deemed frustrating. It's costing millions of dollars as a result, and people's expectations of the next best experience is based on the last best that they had. So the teams need insights in real time in order to deliver the experiences that we all expect. And that's what we're doing at Contentsquare. We're really bringing together all of this data set into one. And we're delivering this with the ability to have an extracted AI. We called it Sense because it makes sense. That joke never lands. It didn't land anywhere. It was also probably my delivery. But the ability just to ask natural questions of the data and be able to pull out what you need to know. But the thing that's most amazing for me, and I look at stats all the time in real time about how our AI is working, the thing that's changing is that people are now able to navigate through the platform easier. So they're gone from just looking at certain modules to now really diving deeper, and it's democratizing the insights to the what's 1.16, 93%, 94% of people that weren't maybe as engaged as they were before. It's giving them that opportunity to be valuable as well now and get the insights that they need. And I ask questions of customers all the time, and this is one of the answers that I got. It was remarkable. The first time that they'd seen the AI, they're like, I am now literally answering questions in real time that used to take me a day. And that's the power of where we're going with AI and with analytics. But it's going further than that. This is just the start. This is just the AI assistance phase. We're working on an AI agent, and I'm going to preview that for you as well. And then eventually we'll move to full automation. And what will that mean? Will humans still be in the loop? Yeah, 100% they'll still be in the loop because we still need to make decisions. We'll just be able to make better decisions. We'll be able to make the decisions that make a difference to the business. The cool thing for you guys is every single business is trying to differentiate based on customer experience. If you all boil it down, every airline is flying the same plane. They're all Airbuses or Boeings. They fly to the same terminals. The only difference is the digital experience you get and maybe how much gin they pour you when you're on the plane. But aside from price, customer experience is the biggest differentiator. And if you guys are the ones responsible for delivering the customer experience with the power of AI, you're now the most important people in the company. So you shouldn't be too worried about your job. You really should be leaning into it. What we want to do is make you even more powerful. You're going to go from looking at like a feature set within Contentsquare to actually having an AI agent that will build out the entire flow for you. And you'll have an analyst that works for you, which probably previously would have been like a graduate, but this one's a lot more powerful and a lot more specific. And it will dive into everything that you need to know within that product. And that's what we're trialing right now. This is an actual demo of what we're building and hope to release fairly shortly. And it will take you from the simple analysis that is done into a full agent experience and eventually right out to business level insights that you need to gather. Are our mortgages being processed appropriately? Do we need to personalize down to a segment of one? It's the very start of where things are going, and I'm personally super excited for where we're heading, and also hopefully to reduce the manual work that we have to do and really focus on those insights. And the thing that I'm even more excited about is what else there is. There are so many cool new technologies. I had a discussion this morning with Mitre 10, who are going to be speaking shortly, about how they're trialing display search or conversational search as part of their digital experience. And all of you are probably trialing different technologies. The world is going to be super strange when everyone has agents. That's the part I haven't worked out yet. Who's actually going to control all the agents within an organization? That's a really unanswered question. I'd love to have a discussion with you afterwards if anyone feels like having a chat about who's managing all of these people, because people are managed, but agents don't feel like they're going to be managed at the moment. So that's a really interesting piece. But what's really important about all of this, the virtual try-ons, the conceptual search, the personalization, the advertising creative, the video that's getting produced, all of these things still need measurements in order to understand whether it was even worth doing it. Which is why I asked you at the very start, do you think Mindy was a good idea or a bad idea? I was busy thinking it was going to be awesome. And then you guys told me almost straight away, no, Dave, that's a terrible idea. I'm like, great, don't need to do it anymore. So there's, as a company like us at Contentsquare, we have to evolve as well. We have to evolve to understand how are these technologies impacting the end user experiences so that you can see whether they're working, and you either keep doing it and double down, or you just completely abandon it altogether and try something else. And I love this phrase from Charles Darwin, because it does feel like we're at the dawn of this era where we might be developing something smarter than us. And in human evolution, the species that was smarter than the one before it didn't exist anymore. So we're in this kind of strange period where we need to be in control. I think we're smart enough to do that, and I'm super excited about it. Before I get Monisha to come up on stage, I do have a survey. This is the active part. I would really love your feedback. There are like 8 questions, and they'll go really fast. If you could, I'm going to play you a song. I'm not singing it. As much as I really, it would have been good. But anyway, I didn't want to bring my guitar down because I'm worried about getting it back into the US. Okay, I said that out loud. If you could fill in this survey, and then also at the end, please connect with me. I'm here later today. I would love to learn about what technologies are you using, what are you trialing, how do you feel about AI? If you're a Contentsquare customer, what do we need to build to make you more successful? I'm not stealing anyone's email addresses. It's anonymous at the end. If you want to give me your email address and connect with me, I would love that. And I would also love your feedback. And to finish, I did write a song with Suno just for Contentsquare and just for fun. So thank you so much for listening to me. If you do get to finish that survey before Monisha comes up on stage, I would really appreciate it. And thank you for coming to the event. Hope you have a great day.
The bots are here, they're taking flight. They solve my puzzles late at night. They hum my tune, they find my way. But will they rule or just obey? Welcome to the CX Circle fight. Do we join the bots or block their bite? Dance it out or pull the plug. AI's here, so pick your drug.
Who here has heard Dave sing before? Wasn't he better than this AI that he put together? I mean, I understand. Dave is my boss, by the way. He loves to put everything into AI and actually question and judge it. And I think that is one of the biggest learnings I've had, is to really lean in, and AI will not be good if you do not use it. Use it for your own benefit and ask the right critical questions. So for the next 15 minutes, my job is to really show you how Contentsquare has raised above this AI transformation and how it's going to help you be the next best thing to have the best intelligence in your hand without needing to actually even do a click. So it's a zero-click intelligence tool. And of course, there must be people in this room right now who has never heard of Contentsquare perhaps, or people who are here using Contentsquare for a very long time, and you'll be able to see the transformation that we are going through as a company. So, as Dave already mentioned and introduced Sense, we are trying to incorporate Sense and the AI intelligence across our platform. And how do we do this, though? We do this by smart capture. What is smart capture? It's pretty much understanding every single intelligence, every single scroll, tap, hover, every single device, every single model, every single technology that is out there, whether you're using websites, you're using any type of frameworks for your mobile, everything is going to be captured. At the same time, what's important is to be controlled from a GDPR compliance perspective, making sure that everything is autonomous, anonymized, and actually delivering the right insights for you. And collection is only one part of the puzzle, right? Like you want to make sure after you're collecting it, how are you going to be delivering the information that is important for you? And we do this across millions of websites and apps. We understand what makes a difference for your customers, and we want to give it to you in the most convenient and efficient way. But as we understood, it is time for us to disrupt analytics again. It is important for us to think above and beyond the box that we already have and see how exactly we can serve the right insights for you just by asking a question. And I'm going to use the analogy of a cockpit, a commercial airline cockpit. When you sit inside, or as you look at this image, you realize there's so many different angles and so many different things for you to actually use or pull a lever to in order for you to feel comfortable to drive or fly a plane. And analytics is pretty much similar to that. You can go different ways by different teams that you're in or different problem statements that you may have, that you may feel very overwhelmed with, where do I start or where do I begin? What do I do to get to the right information? And without AI, you may be feeling stuck because there is nothing smart or intelligent for you to powerhouse the information that you may require. So here I am introducing Sense, or the platform that will power Contentsquare in a way where it's easier for you to understand and get the answers faster. So imagine I'm an e-commerce product manager, and my goal is to improve a conversion. How do I go about it? I go into my platform, and I simply ask a question. Where do people drop off before purchasing? And on the right-hand side, you can see the AI is now generating an answer. And based on the question that you asked, the AI will decide what is the best platform feature or capability that it needs to surface your answer the best way. As you can see, it is analyzing that information through a funnel chart. And the funnel chart will able to give you the right steps already. You don't have to orchestrate or remember what are the steps that you need to use. And you don't need to be an expert in using the platform. You need to be an expert in knowing your website or app. And based off of it, you can ask, what do I do next? And all the answers that was remembered, all the context that was there, and the Contentsquare documentation is all understood and is summarized to you and say, maybe you want to do these 3 steps. And if I'm interested in something, let's do number 1, which is session replays and understanding what the chart is. So Sense will now take me from a funnel analysis directly to session replays. I do not need to navigate the platform again. That means, again, the platform is smart enough to understand the conditions. It will remember the context, and you do not need to select anything. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that we're giving you a platform that is self-explanatory and navigating it based on what you're looking at. And the best part is our platform will be able to summarize all the session replays, pretty much saving you hours of playback videos and watching information and not necessarily knowing the exact context. So the platform will be able to now understand the frustrations, what are the main points that you need to look at, what are the information that is important for you to take that quick summary and save you so many different problem statements. And this is exactly where it's important for us to understand that AI is as good as the information that you're looking for. So make sure that you're using AI in terms of making your life easier. Now, this is all good, but we take it one step further. We not only stop at session replays or summaries and give you the information that is important, we also understand that money talks. So we give you impact quantification as well, where you'll be able to understand what is the revenue impact or conversion impact that is going to allow you to understand the checkout abandonment in this question. And so there it is, from not sure where to start, from able to understand things from a contextual, natural language, asking questions ability, to have a quantitative and qualitative data information, find real opportunities, and get clear, quantified business outcome. And this is where your critical thinking comes into place. You have all the data. What do you do next is all up to you. But the best part is you get all of this information in such a short period of time. Now, whatever I have shown so far, you have to remember that this is platform agnostic. What that means is all of these capabilities are not just for website, but also for mobile apps tracking. This also means that we are not only following per session, we are following the journey throughout different sessions, throughout different multi-journeys through different devices at all times. And that gives you that extreme flexibility to be comfortable thinking it doesn't matter what framework your app is on, or whether it's a PWA app, or whether it's a mobile browser, whatever it is, our sense follows you. And of course, don't believe in just that. There's incredible feedback that we have received already in our platform who have been using Sense. A common theme is improved efficiency and the time saved by rather than spending time going and navigating into the platform. This also makes change management very easy. You do not want to be an expert in products, but you want to be an expert in your digital ecosystem and understanding your customer behavior. And we want to take that headache away on navigating and learning Contentsquare from you. What has this been an impact on our platform so far? We have around 90,000 questions been answered by now, and by half of them are by paying customers. We also have observed an increase in weekly active usage because it's easier for you to just ask questions and navigate, and that allows you to be data first. You are now thinking data is going to be important for you to be that autonomous expert in understanding your behavior as well. Session replay summaries have been live for over 8 weeks at this point, and we have seen great adoption. We have seen around 10,000 different summaries generated. And remember, these summaries are not just single session, but they are across multiple sessions. Our summaries are saving around 200 hours per week in time. And at the same time, in fact, 60% of summaries that were generated come from our unique ability to summarize multi-sessions all at once. We think it's a killer feature, and if it's already helping our customers so far in building empathy at scale and understanding behaviors across different reasons and seasons. All right, so this is a summary of where Sense is. And of course, we have shown you some things like session replay summaries. I've shown you chat with Sense so far, but we have Sense in different pillars already. And as you can see, most of these capabilities are live already. And if you're in this room today and you are already a customer, all of these capabilities are active for you right now. All you have to do is to go to your admin and have them accept the terms and conditions, and you can use the chat features and the Sense capabilities already. So please go ahead, try it. If you're feeling curious, you have any questions, you can find us at the demo zone, and you can get your questions answered anytime you want. So please try it now. All right. Now we have understood the cockpit analogy. We have understood that we need to fly the plane. But we cannot fly the plane without knowing where exactly we want to go. Where do we start? Where do we end? And as you can tell, there are different ways our teams go about things. As Dave mentioned, there's the same plane. It's either Boeing or 737. You have one plane to go from one place to another. But there's different teams and different maps. people like to go about differently. You talk to an analytics team, you talk to an engineering team, to talk to product team, marketing team. All of them have different ways to go about it. And it's very difficult, even if you have single source of truth, it's very difficult for you to get that understanding of how exactly you can talk with each other, remove the data silos, and so on and so forth. So in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about incredible updates that we have been doing in our core experience. A map is not complete if you don't know where you're starting from, as I mentioned. And we have now encapsulated the journey analysis and have given you a lot more context with what we already have. So acquisition analysis, user views, and full lifetime metrics is now going to enhance your experience over time. So what does that really mean? Let's take a look. So this is our new acquisition analysis platform, which basically will help you understand performance of your marketing efforts. Your marketing channel, UTM source, on-site behavior it's driving, everything is going to be all at one place. I think that's incredible. And what is more incredible when I'm looking at this is around 3,000 different people are still using Twitter. I mean, I don't know who uses it, but it's a good information for you to have all at once. So it's really interesting to have all of these capabilities coming together and speaking the language that you're looking for. And then comes users. Users have been something that we have elevating our experience, and we are going from sessions to user-level segmentation capabilities. So what is great is now you can create segments of users based on the analysis of the behavior that you're already understanding. Now you can take these segments, use them as pre-built ones, connect them with different marketing channels that you may have, power the 1:1 personalization capability, and now you can actually dig deeper to say, where has this user been and what have they been doing across time, and then solve all the support problems that you may be having in order for you to have the amazing customer experience. So now you can drill down into individual user section, go into a particular replay for a certain session. So you have the magnifying glass, but looking from a user lens and not a session lens anymore. So to summarize them all, what we are trying to do is no matter what product or what function or pillar you're using, we want to make sure that we are having sense or AI capabilities across all of these platforms. You may be a product manager who's only interested in product analytics, or you may be a marketing analytics person. No matter where you are, you can use all of the sense capabilities that there may be. So the mapping is no longer a problem for you. But you need data to connect all of this information. If you do not have enough data, the context is missing, and if the context is missing, the AI would not be able to work for you efficiently. And this was one of the best slides that we had in a CX circle in London. The wonderful speaker, Julia Paulson, who was the director of e-commerce from Currys in London, and look at her face, it gives a lot of emotions. And it's truly shit in is shit out. And in the context of airplanes that we are in all this while, you do not want shit in. That means the plane won't fly. You need fuel. And what is fuel? Well, you guessed it, it's data. You need data in order for you to have advanced understanding of what's going on. And you need that data to be joined in one place. You want them all to come in together. And you cannot have that without trusted information. And we had a product conference done recently, very recently, and there was 41% of the teams who were complaining about they need data, they have that project, but it's just getting stuck in different stages. 35% feel like they're in a good place, and 24% of them are not ready for these projects yet. So we have some way to go, but it's important for us to try and see how we can make this data coming together without the ETL process or without the transformation, the loading, the maintenance, and the APIs to call it, and all of that orchestration. How do we ignore those bits and actually make the data consistency be fueled across the platform? We have now incorporated, or I would love to introduce you to Data Connect, which is our in-platform capability to eliminate all the engineering lifts you may have, get the data that you want in your warehouses, sync it, clean it, do it everything that you want, and have structured data sent to the right spaces without the needing for any other extra tools. Now, this is all done with zero hassle, and I have a great analogy for this too. This is a plane, if you didn't realize, and these are the seating arrangements. Who's an aisle seat person here in this room? And who's the window seat? I would not ask middle seat because I'll judge you hard. The reason I'm an aisle seat person myself, and that's because I have the full autonomy to not ask anybody when I want to go to the loo. It's very important for me to have the extreme freedom to go whenever I need. And the person on the window seat, I sometimes see them thinking twice, thrice before they want to ping someone and say, hey, can I go? And I think that is literally how the analogy with data is. You do not want to be a window seat person in order for having the freedom to go wherever you want, whenever you want. Right? Thank you. I landed. It's good. So that's the same thing. Data Connect is the aisle seat. You do not need to be dependent on a seat buddy system, and you can actually go about doing things without an API, without that engineering to actually fill and create an API and load it, maintain it, transform it, and all of that jazz. So it's very easy. You can see here, Data Connect does all of the heavy lifting for you. All you have to do is to choose what data lake or data warehouse you want to send the data, create a database that accepts the data, enter the host name to make sure the sending of the data is to the right warehouse, and hit connect, and it's done. Yes, you can see the types of data we are syncing, from page views through errors to frustration indicators. It's all rapid, and it supports more data types, and this is across the digital experience analytics platform, product analytics platform, digital experience monitoring, VOC, you name it, it's pretty much across the tool and gives you the one source of truth. And this was literally a 19-second video. And it's a short video. You know why it's short? Because that's all it takes to connect it. No APIs, no engineering orchestration, nothing. It's all at once. And again, there needs to be proof in what we're doing. And here is Ruben, who has basically said how it has been super easy for them to have the orchestration done with actionable insights without the need for them to do anything. And it's a great major win for them because it's really time-saving. And that is going to be across your marketing automation, churn prediction, the ideal data set, segmentation, activation, personalization. You think about the capabilities for you to do cross-selling, upselling, being able to be smarter and be the first person to think and not be reactionary, but proactive in understanding your business users. To summarize, what have I shown today? It is the AI and the sense capabilities that is spanning across the platform, and it's being a product-agnostic ability for you to ask anything, anytime. User lifecycle extension that gives you so many different aware metrics on the marketing side, on the campaign side, on the user side. And again, all of these are available on the mobile piece. That means we are no longer just serving websites, because we know apps are really important. And we want to make sure that everything that we talked about is agnostic towards the device and an industry. And Data Connect, where information needs to flow in very fast. And Agent is going to be coming in very soon. And there was a small little snippet that Dave already showed it to you. Of course, be the first to know, to be curious, to try it out, to ask critical questions. And you can find us at the demo booth here the entire day. Come in, meet our partners, try and understand what are the problem statements that you may have that we can help you with. But thank you so much for listening to me very sincerely, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.